Unveiling the supernatural signs at Christ's crucifixion. Welcome to this in-depth exploration of the supernatural events surrounding one of the most pivotal moments in Christian history, the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. These extraordinary occurrences are not just fascinating stories, but carry profound theological significance, shedding light on divine intervention's role in this monumental event. In this video, we'll delve into these events, examining their historical context, interpretation, and impact, both then and now. To fully appreciate the supernatural signs during Jesus' crucifixion, we must first set the historical and cultural scene. The crucifixion occurred in Jerusalem during the 1st century, a time of great turmoil and religious expectation. Jesus, a central figure of spiritual and political discourse, was seen by many as the Messiah. He was condemned and crucified by Roman authorities, a common method of execution meant to serve as a public deterrent. Supernatural signs in religious texts often signify divine presence or intervention. They serve to validate pivotal moments and reinforce faith among believers. In the crucifixion narrative, these signs underscore the event's magnitude and the cosmic acknowledgement of Jesus' role in humanity's salvation. The first supernatural sign we address is the darkness that enveloped the land at the moment of Jesus' crucifixion. As recorded in the Gospel of Luke 23:44-45, it was now about the 6th hour, and darkness came over the whole land until the 9th hour. This event, lasting approximately 3 hours, defies natural explanations and compels us to delve deeper into its significance. Why is this darkness considered supernatural? Its sudden onset and prolonged duration challenge normal astronomical occurrences like solar eclipses, which last only a few minutes. For many, this darkness symbolizes divine intervention, representing the somberness of Jesus' death and the weight of sin being borne by the Son of God. It reflects the cosmic acknowledgement of his sacrifice, mirroring the sorrow and solemnity of the moment. Over the centuries, historians and theologians have endeavored to explain this darkness, proposing various theories from volcanic eruptions to heavy cloud cover. However, these natural explanations fall short due to the specificity and timing outlined in biblical texts. While science seeks tangible explanations, faith interprets this darkness as a powerful testament to a divine act, transcending natural laws. A second compelling supernatural event is the tearing of the temple veil, as mentioned in the Gospel of Matthew 27:51. At that moment, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. This veil was no ordinary fabric. It separated the Holy of Holies, the most sacred area of the Jewish temple where God's presence was believed to dwell, from the rest of the temple. Only the high priest could enter this space, and only once a year. The tearing of the veil is rich in symbolic meaning. It represents the removal of the barrier between God and humanity, signifying the opening of direct access to the divine to all believers, not just the priestly or sacred elite. This event marks a transformative moment in spiritual history, indicating that through Jesus' sacrifice, an intimate relationship with God is available to everyone. The aftermath of this event was significant for early Christians. It symbolized the beginning of a new covenant, shifting the theological landscape and influencing religious practices. The temple veil's tearing signified the opening of the new possibility for direct communication with God, without the need for intermediaries, which fundamentally altered the approach to worship and directly impacted the formation of Christian liturgy. Both supernatural signs, darkness and the tearing veil, serve as divine acknowledgments of Jesus' role in salvation history. They highlight his crucifixion not just as a historical event, but as a pivotal moment in the cosmic narrative. These signs affirm Jesus' mission, supporting the view that his death was a divinely ordained sacrifice for humanity's redemption. These events did not just alter immediate religious practices, but they transformed humanity's relationship with the divine. Theologians argue that Jesus' death and the accompanying supernatural events provided a new understanding of God's accessibility, breaking away from the confines of temple-based worship to a more personal and universally accessible connection with the divine. These supernatural events, embedded in the crucifixion narrative, have been interpreted differently across time and cultures. For centuries, theologians have pondered their meaning, deriving lessons and insights that continue to influence Christian doctrine and personal faith interpretations today. Prominent religious scholars provide various interpretations of these signs. Some emphasize their symbolic nature, while others highlight their literal occurrence as part of divine testimony. Across different Christian denominations, interpretations may vary, yet common threads of divine recognition and philosophical transformation remain. For modern believers, these supernatural signs continue to hold significant meaning. They serve as reminders of divine intervention's possibility in everyday life and encourage introspection about faith's role in interpreting extraordinary events. Understanding these occurrences involves balancing historical context, theological significance, and personal belief. We invite you to reflect on these events personally. What do they mean to you, and how do they resonate with your faith journey? Consider these questions. How do supernatural signs in religious narratives shape your understanding of divine intervention? How do they inspire you in your spiritual life? As we conclude this exploration, we have examined the supernatural signs surrounding Jesus' crucifixion, profound events that symbolize divine intervention and acknowledge Jesus' sacrificial role. These occurrences offer deeper insights into theological tenets that continue to resonate in Christian faith and practice today. They invite believers to contemplate their significance, encouraging an ongoing dialogue between historical narratives and personal faith. If you found this video insightful, you are encouraged to explore further readings on the topic and engage with related content. Feel free to share this video with others who may find these discussions relevant or intriguing to their faith journey. Additional resources and recommended readings are available for those interested in delving deeper into this subject. Upcoming videos in this series will further explore other significant biblical narratives and their theological implications. Let's address some common questions and misconceptions about these supernatural events. Were these occurrences symbolic, or did they literally happen as described? Historical and scriptural context helps illuminate these events, although interpretations can vary greatly among scholars and believers alike. In sharing personal reflections, consider how these events influencing faith have shaped various aspects of belief systems globally. This narrative remains a powerful testimony to divine presence, inviting each of us to explore its depths and implications in our spiritual journey.